Hi and welcome to the Travel Boss. Today's video is about the top 10 things to do in Georgetown. Georgetown on the island of Penang is on the UNESCO list because it has beautiful buildings, street art, and food. In the older parts of the city, which look out over the Straits of Malacca, you can see restored colonial buildings. In some places, mosques, churches, and temples are all close to each other. Street art makes the already colorful neighborhoods even more interesting. Before we start our top 10, please click the subscribe button and tell us what is your favorite thing to do in Georgetown in the comments. Number 10. A celebration of Buddhism at Kek Lok Sai. Kek Lok Sai is a huge temple that looks like a castle. It is about 7 kilometers from the center of Georgetown. This temple was built in the 1800s and is a celebration of the different types of Buddhism. The halls inside the huge complex are decorated with relics from both the Theravada and Mahayana schools. Designs from China, Burma, and Thailand are used to make the 3-story central tower. Spend an hour or two going through the different halls and following the paths. Number 9. Temple Tour of Georgetown. The city of Georgetown is known for its Buddhist and Hindu temples. Nearly every block in the city has a temple of some kind. There are dozens of them. During self-guided walking tours, most people only visit a few. Number 8. Tropical flowers and primates inside botanical gardens. At the bottom of Penang Hill, the botanical gardens are spread out over more than 71 acres. A path goes around the 12 sections of the garden in a loop, passing many different kinds of tropical flowers and spices. Botanical Gardens has grown a lot since it first opened in 1884 on the site of an old quarry. It now has tens of thousands of plants. Number 7. Explore Georgetown's Colonial Hill Station. At 833 meters, Penang Hill is both Georgetown's and Penang's highest point. During the time when India was a British colony, the British built a hill station at its peak. The slightly cooler weather was a welcome change from the hot and sticky lowlands. Bungalows were built. There are still many. If you don't have much time, take the Bukit Bendera cable car. Or, from the arched Moon Gate in the Botanical Gardens, you can walk along the 5-kilometer road. Number 6. Photograph Penang's world-renowned street art. 3 things make Georgetown famous: its colonial buildings, its food, and its street art. Walls in some parts of the city are given color by murals of all shapes, sizes, and styles. Some of the images were made by well-known artists, such as Zacharevic, Alex Face, and Kenji Chai. Check out the Malayan Tiger, the brother and sister on a swing, and the window cat. Number 5. The architectural masterpiece of City Hall. The colonial past of Georgetown can be seen in its beautiful buildings. City Hall is the best place to see this. The neo-Baroque masterpiece near the Esplanade has arched windows and colonnades. The municipal council is now in the building that used to be the British City Hall. Tourists can't go inside a government building that is still in use. Use the Esplanade to take the best pictures. Number 4. Discover the Penang story at the State Museum. The Penang State Museum is in a school from the time when Britain ruled Malaysia. Permanent exhibitions use art, photographs, and old maps to tell the story of Penang. Find out how people lived during the British era. Find out what the most important things that happened in Georgetown were. Learn about the famous Penang riots of 1867 and see a copy of the home of a Chinese trader. Number 3. Southeast Asia's oldest Anglican church. In 1819, St. George's in Georgetown, Malaysia, became the first Anglican church in Southeast Asia. In the 19th century, when more people were moving to Malaya, the British built a church for them. The whitewashed building has parts that are neoclassical, English Palladian, and Georgian. Walk around the church's grounds and look at the different shapes and styles of its buildings. St. George's is part of the UNESCO heritage of Georgetown and is still used today. Number 2. Fort Cornwallis. Malaysia's biggest fort. In northeast Georgetown, The star-shaped bastion is falling apart near the Straits of Malacca. Fort Cornwallis was built in 1786 to protect Penang from pirates who were getting more and more dangerous. It is the biggest fort in Malaysia, covering almost 39 square meters. Some of the original walls still stand, and they now surround a small park. Number 1. Explore Georgetown's colonial heritage. Georgetown was a busy colonial port in Malaysia. The British were rich because they mined tin, had rubber plantations, and grew coffee in the nearby state of Perak. These goods were shipped out of Penang. Georgetown's legacy from that time is the number of buildings that have been kept. Some of the best British buildings in Malaysia and Southeast Asia are in the capital of Penang. So these are the top 10 best things to do in Georgetown. Please like the video if you enjoyed our list and share your views in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The Travel Boss. Thanks for watching.